Dinnie in good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone, and welcome to Dinnie in Virginia. I'm your host, Dinnie, here in Virginia. Where in Virginia, you might ask? Why, I'm just at my messy desk here in Chesapeake, Virginia, and welcome to another episode of Dinnie in Virginia, the podcast, and welcome to episode 2 entitled The Plan. So, on today's episode, I once again took notes, so there will be reading. See, I'm getting better. We are planning things a little bit better now, but with planning, I also need to practice, which I did not do. So there will be reading straight off of my notes, but that's okay. We are here to grow. Anyway, as you can see, the episode of today is the plan. So today I will actually reveal to you guys, my faithful, wonderful Virginianites or Virginia Knights, the ultimate plan of Dinnie and Virginie LLC. So, first and foremost, we are going to start with reading the goals and vision. So, I gave you the goals and vision in the very first episode of Dinnie and Virginie, the podcast, and I'm just going to give more of a condensed version of that. And I'm just going to read it directly off of this paper. So, here we go. Let's hope we can read. So, the overall goal of Dinnie and Virginie is to highlight all the wonderful people, places, and things we have here in the great, great state of VA. Virginia, Virginie, whatever you call her. It's a great state. And the vision, the broader overall overarching vision of Dinnie and Virginia LLC is to create a safe place for Virginians to connect, inform, and grow. We will have a widespread Virginia network of locals connecting locals and building the Virginia is for Lovers culture. We will have a hub in every city in Virginia, and the economy and the people as a whole will grow and prosper. So, basically, the overall vision of this is to create just a stronger culture of Virginia is for lovers. What does the culture of Virginia is for lovers really mean? And are we living it each and every day, living here, being Virginians? So, yeah, we're going to try to start every episode with the goals and the vision so that we just keep it fresh in you guys' mind, because you never know when we're going to get new viewers, new people watching, and just new people supporting. So, on to the main meat of this episode, the plan of Dinnie and Virginie LLC. So, this is how we're going to break down the plan. So, the plan is basically, I have it broken down into like the actual physical, tangible trajectory. Can I speak? Can I speak? I don't know. I have it broken down into the physical trajectory, the content, the people, and funding. Those are the categories that I have broken down as of today, but we'll see as time goes on. So, the first category we have is the physical trajectory. That is, where are we physically going to be here in Dinnie and Virginia? So, basically, you all know I am in the city of Chesapeake, Virginia. I live in Hampton Roads. And so the trajectory is going to be, my home base will always be Chesapeake, VA, because this is my home. I love it. It's great. So that's going to be the starting point. So that is why, like, most of the content that I put up that's thus far has all been in Chesapeake or the Hampton Roads area for the most part. Sometimes it's in Williamsburg, other times it's in Richmond, but for the most part, you're going to see mainly Chesapeake content. Then I'd say Hampton Roads, then probably Richmond and Williamsburg has been like a toss up. But yeah, but the trajectory that we're going in is we're starting with Chesapeake. That is the first city that we're going to start with. And we're going to simultaneously with Chesapeake expand within Hampton Roads. That's the 7 cities. That is, can I do this off the top of my head? Chesapeake, Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Portsmouth, Suffolk, Newport News, Hampton. Yeah, got it. Okay, so yeah. It starts with Chesapeake, then we expand to all of Hampton Roads, the 757, whoop whoop, 757, Tidewater region, and then we will move on to Richmond, and then we will move on to Williamsburg, Jamestown, Yorktown, all that colonial, historical type region we have here on the East Coast. You all know what I'm talking about. All the stuff with all the like wars and battles and revolution stuff, all that historical stuff. This is not a definitive list. This is not a definitive trajectory. This is just like I was brainstorming. This is what I came up with. Then after that, we have we're going to try to go into more of a mountainous region, more of the middle of the state, middle slash more western of the state. I haven't been west too much, so I don't know really anything about that side of the state per se. But I have been getting out to parks, so I'm excited to see more of the mountainous regions of Virginia. So we're trying to get out there, where the mountains are. And then after the mountainous regions, we're going to head on north to Nova, Northern Virginia. For those of you who don't know, we call Northern Virginia Nova. Well, since I've been to college, I've called Northern Virginia Nova, so it's just going to stay Nova. And starting with Dinnie and Virginie, the SOVA movement will be started, and there will be a fake war between Nova and SOVA because I just think it would be funny. So we're going to Nova after the mountainous region. That's Northern Virginia, right? Then after Northern Virginia, we're going to hit up the peninsula. Why? I don't know. I was just like, oh yeah, remember that little thing over there? Still part of Virginia. Let's hit it up. And then after the peninsula, we're gonna head all across the borders of Virginia. I'm talking about not East Coast. I'm already on the East Coast of Virginia. I'm talking about like the physical borders between Virginia and like North Carolina, Tennessee, Maryland, like the borders that are touching. We're going to try to head up those regions and see like if there's any like special regional culture going on over there or events happening over there, because I don't stay at the border side. I'm typically East Coast. And then the end goal is total state coverage. I'm talking we've been to every single city, county, whatever neighborhood in the state of Virginia. So the end goal of Dinnie and Virginie is to have a network of people in every single city, or have a headquarters, a physical hub in every single city in the great state of VA. So that's the trajectory physically of Dinnie and Virginie LLC. We start with Chesapeake and Hampton Roads area, and then in the end, we expand to the entire state of Virginia. So this is obviously going to take some time, guys. Please have some patience. We're working on it. That's why I'm putting it out here. So that's the physical trajectory. Let's move on to content-wise. So right now, our content is basically centered around free places and events, or cheaper events / concerts and stuff. And stuff like parks and libraries, just free, easy community events, farmers markets, free, easy, cheap stuff that you can do around here like year round for the most part. Now, after that, we're aiming to do more paid events like concerts, amusement parks, local paid events, special events, and fairs. After that, the trajectory is going towards like monumental events. We're trying to be there when things are opening. We're trying to be there when things might be closing. We're trying to be there when famous people are here. We're trying to be there for all of the once in a lifetime events, panels, seminars, concerts, whatever, major monumental once in a lifetime events that happen here in the great state of Virginia. So we want to be there. Like if an event is happening, Dinnie and Virginia is going to be there. Guaranteed. That's the end goal that we're trying to obtain as far as the content is concerned. Next, the people. As of right now, the person is me, myself, and I. That's Dinnie in Virginia. That is who we're working with. After me, we're going to try to get over myself personally and try to be more social and get out there and talk to real life Virginians that I just meet on my adventures at the park or library or just walking around or visiting different establishments. I want to be able to talk to just my everyday local Virginians and give them an opportunity, if they want, obviously, to speak on my platform, introduce themselves and their business, or like whatever like they'd like to introduce about themselves to our fellow Virginians. After that, we're aiming for local influencers. And then from local influencers, potentially politicians. Now, not for political sake. Politicians in the sense of trying to see the humanity in them, trying to see the Virginian in them, because we're going to try to find politicians, because whether you like politics or not, that's none of my business. This is not a political thing whatsoever. This is politicians are the people who are in charge. And so they're seeing stuff that you're not seeing. They're exposed to things that you're not exposed to. And they have power in ways that everyday citizens might not be. So you want to get to know these people because they have influence over stuff that directly impacts you. So yeah, you want to get to know politicians, but you want to get to know more of the human side of them, more the genuine Virginian side of them, about how they care about this state. Then after that, we're aiming for celebrity Virginians, and you know who you are, the main ones thus far, but we're trying to get all of them, and we're trying to make some new ones at that. And then after that, we're just trying to get all the famous people in general who just happen to be in Virginia. If you are in VA, you are in our zone of influence, and we will find you and we will interview you, and you will remember the great, great state of Virginia. So that's the people trajectory. Now, the final thing that I wanted to talk about as far as our overall plan for Dinnie and Virginie is the funding. So, right now, this is a self funded project. This is everything that I'm doing, I am paying for out of pocket. It is me, myself, and I. And all the events that I go to that cost money, I'm paying for it. It was an event probably that I was already going to, and that's why I was filming. So everything right now at this point is self-funded. We want to reach a point where we're getting donations as a trajectory. We want to get some partnerships, some sponsorships, grants. We want to get some affiliate marketing going, some affiliate links. We want to sell Virginia guides and books. That's actually the last step. Or not the last step, just one of the ultimate goals is to create like full on guides and or books about the great great state of Virginia in the certain different areas that we are in, and not just like travel guides, but a guide of how to take full advantage of where you're living here and now, no matter where you are in the state. There's always something to do. So it's just a guide to just help you live your life to the fullest here and now, here in the great, great state of Virginia. So it's not just a travel guide. I'm telling you, oh, go here, go get there. No, this is a lifestyle guide, a lifestyle book. I just want people to really fully utilize all the resources that we have available. And most of them are free resources. There are so many great, wonderful people who are already doing what I'm doing right now and have done it better and for many, many years. And they just need exposure, or I just want to give more exposure to as many people who are doing great work as possible, and also create more updated works, because not necessarily the panels that you see, the pamphlets that you see over at like visitor centers aren't necessarily the most up to date information. So the goal here at Dinnie and Virginia is to provide up to date current information so that you have the proper resources you need in order to take full advantage of living in the great, great state of Virginia. There's always something to do. There's always someone to see. There's always some place to be. So I just want everyone to take full advantage of the great advantage that we've been given by living in this great, great state. So that is the final plan that we have thus far for Dinnie and Virginie. Now, why am I telling you this? Why am I telling you this? Why even bother having the second episode be about a plan of stuff for us to do? Well, I just wanted to put everything out here so that you're not surprised when in the future these things start happening one by one, and we just start checking them off one by one. The next thing, the next thing, the next person, the next thing. We start building this. We start a relationship with this person. We start attending this stuff. We start getting invited to this. We have a network. We have employees. We have a real company. We have our building. We finally have our headquarters. We get a building in each and every city in Hampton Roads first. Our first building's probably going to be in Chesapeake, Virginia. And then we branch off from that. And then we end up getting a physical building for Dinnie and Virginie headquarters in every single city in the entire state. As things start happening, I just want you guys to come back to this video and be like, wow, they already said that was going to happen. They already had a plan. They already knew what was going to happen. And it's happening live right now. So 5 years from now, 10 years from now, when we look back and we have this vast network, this huge network of wonderful Virginians supporting each other, growing each other, just being better people, really encompassing Virginia is for lovers. When we start having people around the world looking over at us, looking in on Virginia and being like, how are they doing that? How are they being so successful? How are they growing so quickly? How are they so unified? The plan was already set. Now it's in the air. And so now I just want to expose it to you guys so that I get it in your minds, so that we have more people who are manifesting, who are thinking about how wonderful the great, great state of Virginia is, and who is making some conscious moves to propel us to the great future that I know we have. And so by putting it out in the air, that means we're all responsible. So if you hear this message, you too are now responsible for the goal, the vision, our trajectory. And that means that Tell other people. Tell other people that Virginia is for lovers. Show other people that Virginia is for lovers. And that way, day by day, we're practicing day in, day out. We're getting better. We're growing together. And things are starting to happen and they're going to happen. This was already a thing. This was something that I had thought about and now it's happening. So that's already one check. And so we're going to make this happen one check at a time. So, like I said, in a few years, when we have a vast network, we're a huge corporation. I just want you guys to come back here and be like, yeah, I already knew that was going to happen. I wasn't surprised because the plan was already made. It was already out here. It was already put in the air. And so now all we have to do, think about it, work on it, make it happen. And I just want to prove that this is not a game. This is not a game to me. This is real life. It shouldn't be a game to you. Especially my fellow Virginians. Like, I love you guys, like, genuinely. I love you guys. And Virginia truly is for lovers. And I just want to find more examples of that here in the great, great state. And I want us to showcase that and just really start encompassing it. So this is personal growth for me. It's personal growth for you. So I hope you guys enjoy being on this journey with me. And then lastly, I have a bonus goal. Well, actually, lastly, we'll say, where are we now? So right now, to wrap this up, it's a team of me, myself, and I, Dinnie and Virginie, and we're starting in Chesapeake, Hampton Roads area. We are self-funded. Everything comes from my own pockets at the moment, and self-editing. I'm editing everything. I don't like editing. That's why I'm doing this show live, because I don't like editing. That's just me personally. I don't know if I'll ever like it, but it's me, myself, and I, so that's what we're doing. And anyone that I drag in who's part of my friends and family group that'll just come in here and help me because you're associated with me and I need assistance because you can't do this thing alone. And right now, I don't have any partnerships or sponsorships, or I'm not working with anybody or any businesses or anything like that. So, like I said, it's just me, myself, and I, and we're self-funded. That's where we are now. But I told you the trajectory, so you know where we are going. Lastly, this is a bonus goal, and I'm going to do something here live. Check these live numbers with you guys. My bonus goal is, before this year is out, I want to achieve a total of 757 followers across all of the social media platforms that Dinnie and Virginia is currently operating on. So that includes TikTok, TikToks, IG, YouTube, and QP. Those are the 4 that we are operating on at this moment right now. Another goal is to have a website and a Facebook group or page in the future, but those are not active right now. So live right here, I will tell you how many followers we have on all of the platforms. So the very closest one that we have to 757. For those of you who don't know, 757 is important to me because I come from Hampton Roads. So 757 is our area code. I rep 757 all day, every day. So that's once I reach 757, everything else is icing on the cake. So the closest one that I have right now, at this moment, 12:10 p.m. on October 24, 2023, we have 663 followers on the TikToks, on the app. As of this moment, we have a total of 86 followers on IG, on Insta. As of this moment, here and now, let's see. We have a total of 130 subscribers on YouTube's as of this moment right now. And lastly, as of this moment, on the QP app, we have a total of 5 followers. So those are our total numbers right now. This is a bonus goal before the year is out. I aspire to have at least 700, not at least, but 757 followers across each and every platform that we are currently operating on. And I told you the numbers right here, right now. So please, everybody, remind me to give you guys an update at the end of the year and let you know if we achieved our goal. How far away are we? Did we grow? And undoubtedly, I'm letting you know we will grow because we've been growing consistently since I started this. There's been positive growth. So we only have more to go, and I just can't wait until we skyrocket exponentially. But that's all I have for you guys today. It has actually been a pretty long episode, and I have enjoyed talking to you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you guys watch it on the back end when I'm not necessarily live, because I don't know how to handle live comments yet. So there's that. But until next time, this has been Dinnie and Virginie. It's been nice talking to you. Do I know where in the world the end button is? Ah, found it. So until next time, this has been Dinnie and Virginie, the podcast, episode 2, The Plan. Dinnie out.